Hello, friends, and welcome to Pathologic Volume 2, Episode 7. Today we're looking at a puzzle called Sukoro, which the setter Shye's notes tell me is also called Suji Zoshoku Koroni, or Infection, but we'll go with Sukoro for now because I think that is the most common name. It isn't one that I'm exposed to yet, which seems to be the trend for the past few days, but we've been catching on pretty quick, so I'm sure today will be no different. So let's dive right in and take a look at the rules. The rules of Sukoro are: place numbers into some cells so that all numbers form one orthogonally connected area. Orthogonally connected, again, is saying that from any one of the numbers, we can reach any other one of the numbers without any gaps, going just horizontally and vertically. Diagonally does not count. Numbers represent how many of the up to 4 orthogonally adjacent cells also contain numbers. So this 4 is telling me that there must be numbers in all 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 of the adjacent cells, whereas this 1 only has one number in the 4 adjacent cells. No two orthogonally adjacent cells may contain the same number, so this 4 couldn't have a 4 sitting next to it in any of these 3 empty spots. And clearly from the example, not every cell needs to have a number by the time we're done. Those are all of the rules of Sukoro, so it's time to solve a puzzle. Today's Sukoro puzzle was set by Shye. As always, in this kind of puzzle, we are going to look at little numbers and big numbers, and I see that ones are going to be particularly restricted in this genre, so we have several ones that are already next to a number, so we can mark the other options as definitely not containing a number wherever we see that. So taking care of those, and these remaining ones are kind of on their own. Okay, so next, what can we do? 4s would be the opposite. We need to have something. I guess we can do that with this circle in all of the neighboring cells when we got a 4. And the same is true for a 3 on an edge and a 2 in a corner. And we're going around the grid doing that. Okay, so I can tell you right now that this circle here must be a 1 because we've already blocked off 3 of them and we know there's a number that goes in there. So that's actually a 1. This one is actually going to be a 2 because it could be a 1. It could be a 1 except for if it was a 1, that would wall off this area, and we're told that all of the numbers are in one orthogonally connected area, so this needs to get through, so that must be a 2, and this must be some number. Let's see. We're probably going to have to start using the fact that no two adjacent cells have the same number. For example, here I see that this can't be, well, this would, if this had a number, it would be a 2, but these are both 2s already, so this can't be a number at all. And that means this 2, this needs to come out here, but it can't come out with a 2, and it's got to be a 3. So this has to have a number in it. This 2 is now done. This 3, okay, so it has 2 neighbors already. Can't have a third because then we would have 2 3s next to each other. So that's going to be an X. This is going to be a 2. This is a 2, just from what it sees. This has got to be, it sees 3, could have 4, but it's next to a 4. So it is a 3, which means this is not a number. I keep wanting to say shaded, but we're working with numbers, not shading. This one here could be up to 3, can't be a 3. So it's got to be at most 2, and it does have 2. So that is a 2. This one, same deal, can't be all 4 because of its neighbors, and it already has 3. The 1 needs something here, and what is that something going to be? It's going to be a 2. This has 3 neighbors already. This one has 2, could have 3, but it has 3s as its neighbors, so it is a 2, and that's not a number. This is going to be a 2 because we've done all 4 of the sides. This one still could be a 2 or a 3, depending whether this has a number in it. Okay, let's see. Do we have any walled off areas now that we can use? Not obviously to my eyes. Let's see. This 2 has to have 2 neighbors, so that's going to have to be 1. This 3 already has 3 marked neighbors, so this is not 1. This has 3 neighbors, and it already has 3 as one of its neighbors, so it needs to be a 4, which means this is a number. This can't be a 2, so it must be a 3, and this must be a number, which is a 2 in fact. This is a 3. This is either a 2 or a 3, can't be a 3, so it's a 2, and that's not a number. This has all of its neighbors, so we can tell that it's a 2. This still could be a 2 or a 3. This could be a 2 or a 3. This could be a 2 or a 3, but it has a neighboring 2, so it must be a 3. Done. Okay, this can't be a 3 anymore. It must be a 2. And this 1 is done. This now has all of its neighbors defined. This one does as well. Okay, great. So now we got these X's forming kind of a wall across here. So our only escape is up through here, which is fine. This one is done. It's a 2. This can't be a 1 because then, like, we have this big wall. We already said this has to be the escape, so it's got to be at least a 2 to get through, and it's not a 2, and it's not a 4 because of this X, so it is a 3. So we're going to have numbers in those 2 places. We have this one could be a 1 or a 2, I think, still. I don't see how to eliminate either of those possibilities. This could also be a 1 or a 2 at the moment. It's going to be something about, okay, this 3, these all need to be numbers. This 3, we could go either direction, it seems. But now this one is fully defined as a 3. This can't be a 3, so it is a 4, so this is a number. Now this 3, yeah, that's taken care of. Yep. Good. So we really just have this. Okay, this one now, I guess, is restricted. So this is kind of a scanning exercise, really, in this puzzle. This can't have a 3 in it, so it can't be those 3. So it's got to only be 2, which means that's not 1. So now we know that's a 1. Now we know this is a 2. We know this is a 4. This 3 gives us a number there, which makes this a 2. This already sees a 1, 2, and a 3, so it must be a 4, which means this one has to be a number, and that number is 1. And that's all of the cells. Let's check our work. And that is how you solve a Sukoro.